Howdy folks, welcome back to Out of Ore. I've been busy digging with the wheel loader, made quite a bit of progress, and in this episode we're going to go buy an excavator. The wheel loader is doing good work. I think it's time for a change of pace though. One thing I noticed, I started digging pretty deep down here, and this lithium seems to just keep going for quite a while. So I kind of want to get an excavator, and I think I have one picked out that's got a longer arm maybe. We're just going to try to dig down. I've moved this over here, where we can just kind of dump into it. Get in there. And I think we've got enough money now. Yeah, we should have enough money for what I've got in the cart. And let's go ahead and sell this. Another 40 grand. Nice. So I've already got my card here. We're going to try out the Arvik EX530. And I'm going to put some extra large pads on it. And I've got some work lights and stuff here to throw on it as well. One thing I forgot to grab was the paint, though. So let's go to parts, paint. And we need some orange. There we go. We'll need 2 of those or 1. Let's go grab 2. The paint's nice and cheap. So let's have that airdropped in. It's weird that flattened the ground. I'm not sure how much room we need. Oh, in the picture it looked like it had a really long arm. Yeah, it's long enough, I guess. No problem. There we go. Now, I'm pretty terrible with an excavator. I do not have the nice muscle memory like I've got with the wheel loader. So this is likely going to be painful, especially if you're a real operator. First thing we'll do is just top off the fuel. Then while we're waiting, let's go ahead and throw these bigger tracks on. Just kind of guessing at where the beacon should be. It's not a bad location, just back there on the back. Maybe we should get 2. Or is there a middle position somewhere? Not necessarily. Alright, how about, let's see, we got work lights. Does it only take 1? No. Okay, so I can drag up, though. Let's just get work lights all over this thing. Give me all the work lights. That's not too bad. I wonder if there's any boom position lights. There, we get one up on the cab. We'll try that. And then I wanted some backup lights. I'm not sure if there's any positions back there. Let's just continue to play around, though. Really wish this would work like it's supposed to. It's supposed to point to the place where the light goes. Okay, so that's up on the roof there. Those are all roof positions. Those are on the back. There we go. I'll get some light, I think. Alright, let's get to digging. It wasn't too bad making that money. And I kind of like the idea on this playthrough of not taking out a loan beyond the initial loan. So we might have to get into some loans once we go to underground mining, if we find a good spot for that. That equipment is very, very expensive. So we don't need you anymore. We'll throw you over there. Oh, we do need to get the paint, though. That's key. Can't have the wrong paint on here. So we have secondary paint, and then Details. What's the secondary? So secondary is that. We don't necessarily want that. Want the orange and black? Or do we want just orange? So what's the details? May not be any details on this model. I'm not seeing anything there. Yeah, I think we'll go with the black. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, let's go back to inventory. Toss those up there. So I got 51K left over. Not too shabby. So I think what I'll do... Is it gonna let me dump? That should let me dump there. I'm just go ahead and hit the parking brake. And like I said, I'm terrible with the excavator, so this is gonna take some work. It's gonna take some getting used to. This is also a 3-ton bucket, so it's a lot smaller than the wheel loader. And I think I'm actually a little close to the drop-off point here. So let's go ahead and track back. I have to stop and think about the controls. Now, I'm just doing mouse and keyboard. I do have an Xbox controller I've played around with a little bit, but I'm not very good with a controller, so. If you're good with a controller, that would probably work quite well for you. So we'll bring the arm in a little bit as we curl, and then just bring up. We'll get a nice big scoop. And we give it a couple seconds just to let it settle in, get that dirt lock going. Then I'm going to let's try a bucket view from like here. See how that does. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, back to normal external view. You'll just see, you can use either shift or mouse button for the modifier. I'm just using the shift here. Curl in as we come up. Definitely getting some nice bucketfuls. Let it settle. So a lot smaller bucketfuls, but we're also able to process, I think, a lot quicker. We don't have to move, we just have to swivel. We have our lights on. It's kind of hard to tell because it's not nighttime yet. Here we go. Let's take a look at how we're doing here. Yeah, we're able to get down pretty deep, and you can see it's still going. I don't know how deep this deposit goes. It's still primarily lithium, but I'm getting quite a bit of platinum too. The platinum, as you can see, really pays off nicely. We just got trace amounts of bauxite and magnetite. So yeah, pretty nice little honey hole here. Let's come back to there. Let's start digging down. All right, let the load settle. Yeah, we got a nice big pocket of something right there. It's hard using the mouse and not moving more than one axis at a time. It's always a challenge. zoom out a bit. It seems like these controls are quite a bit more sensitive than the wheel loader was. Alright, that wasn't a very good bucket. My perspective was a little bit off. We're trailing stuff everywhere because I didn't pause for the dirt lock. It's a learning process. That's getting down about as far as we can go. Into that good stuff again. Oops. Kind of missed the chute there just a little bit. So I want to be careful not undercut myself too much. Having a hard time with the curl for some reason. Let's get some of that knocked off. Let's tell what we're doing here. All right, let's move a bit. So we take the parking brake off. Let's just move over a touch. See if we can still reach the drop-off point. Yeah, I swear in the... Let's just go look at the picture of these. The Arvik by vehicles, excavators. Yeah, look at this picture. It looks like it has a really long boom on it. I guess it's just the perspective. Like, oh, cool, it's made for deep, deep stuff. And no, it's just an excavator, but it's a pretty nice one. The cheapest one has, I think, a 1-ton bucket. This has a 3-ton, so you can definitely move a lot more material than the cheapie. Yeah, that's almost too far. I gotta extend almost all the way just to get dumped in there. And I know they saw in the Discord they're going to work on the excavators having more weight. You can see how much this thing moves around digging. Doesn't have a real sense of heavy mass. So that'll be nice. So let's go ahead and just reach over there. There we go. So of course the downside of using the excavator is you're pretty much stationary. The upside is you can get down pretty darn deep. Let that bucket settle. Just look at that bucket full of stuff. It's tasty right there. See if we can get most of it in the hopper over here. Getting a little bit of spillage. Not terrible. Whoops. Gotta hold that shift key down. Alright, so let's get right down in here. There we go. It's another good scoop of the good stuff. So let's bring that guy up. Yeah, this thing is touchy almost. Compared to the wheel loader, it takes forever to move the wheel loader. I'll have to swipe the mouse like 3 or 4 times just to raise and lower the bucket on the wheel loader. There we go. Most of it got in there. So I think I'm going to move around to the other side. So let's get in travel position here as it starts to snow. So our fleet is expanding. Take a look inside here. Not a super detailed layout, but it's got all the basics. I could definitely see this being a lot of fun in here with like track IR and dual joysticks. You could have a lot of fun. Swing this to the side. So yeah, that'll let me dump if I'm about, you know, a machine width away, give or take. So let's park it here. See what we can get out of this hole. Ooh, a little bit of lag there. Happens every once in a while. Settle down for just a bit, and then that keeps most of it in the bucket. There we go. That's some good solid material right there. Why this side seems to be laggy. Seems like it lags when it's building the pile back up here. Don't know why that would be. Oops. A little sprightly here with the old excavator. So yeah, it's not too bad. I think I'm doing alright digging for a noob. With some practice, you can really get a lot of production out of one of these machines. I've seen some artists in real life driving these things. It's crazy what they can do. Maybe it's when I'm rotating. Maybe it's calculating something with all the material in the bucket when I rotate. Yeah, this thing's a workhorse. It's worth the hour or two I spent digging with the wheel loader. Oops, back this way. Give it just that extra second or two to let it settle in the bucket. You'll have a much better time. Okay, I think we're going to make a lot of money with this machine. Looking like a pretty good hole right here. Digging up into ourselves. Got a little close. Caution, noob operator. Whee! And most of it went in. We're good. Alright, we need to get lined up just a little bit with that. Better settle. Fast rotate. Beautiful. Give me 50 hours on this thing and I'll be pretty good at it. A lot of dirt in that bucket. I think we got outside the dig zone a little bit. So let's get up close here. This is one feature I do not like about this game. If your bucket's in contact, it slows the controls way down. I don't know if they're doing it for performance reasons or trying to help the user out or what, but man, it's really weird. Like, it'll just almost freeze in the ground sometimes. Very strange. Alright, so there we go. The Arvik. What was it? The EX 500? I already forgot what it is. It was... No, it was the, yeah, it was the EX 530. I believe that's the one I ended up with. Nice machine. Okay, let's get another beacon while I'm thinking about it. Parts, lights, beacon. And scroll down, and then is it 15? There we go. Well, those do, like, flash. They don't really rotate, but they flash. So we should have a bunch of stuff in here now. And we do. Be a good payday. There we go, 125 grand. We're going to pay for this excavator in no time. We still got lots of digging to do. So we're doing some digging. I'd like to open up a coal mine, like underground, if we could find an underground seam. So I'm not sure if it'll be next episode or not, but we're going to investigate some of the coal seams over there. Now with the excavator, I can get down pretty far, pretty quick, and we can see how deep they are. But I definitely want to get to underground mining at some point on this series. I had a lot of fun with it on my live stream and my other test save. So that's what's coming in the future. But for now, we dig. We dig with the wheel loader and the excavator. And yeah, let the profits pile up. That's the name of the game for now. Thanks as always for watching, folks. That'll be it for this one. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. We'll get with just 2 buckets full of that. Not really on the money, but still, it's 8K. Not bad.